Welcome to my channel. This is my next request, and it is Amy Studt, S-T-U-D-T, singing Furniture. An interesting name for a song. This was requested by Patreides. And Patreides wrote this note: My Paper Made Men is the second album by Amy Studt, released nearly 5 years after her debut, False Smiles. It is said to be different from her first album, False Smiles. The Los Angeles Times said to ignore any dim memories of her mid-teens pop phase a while ago. The first single from the album, Furniture, was released on December 3rd, 2007 as a download-only single. However, it failed to chart. It is Studt's first single released on the 19 Entertainment record label. This was a download-only single and was therefore unable to chart on the UK singles chart. Furniture is about a woman becoming an ornament to her partner. Quote, there comes a point where you're constantly together, but you may as well not have been there, Studt explains. You have your uses, you cook, you clean, and sometimes and someone has sex with you, and you just become part of the furniture. Well. Oh. He wrote the same note a second time, or I copied it a second time. Okay. Okay. So that's it. Well, before we get into the music, of course I have to say thank you. Because my channel wouldn't exist if you weren't here. And it's growing so huge because you're here. So thank you. That's all I can say. Thank you. I always put the links to the artists in the description of their playlist so you can support them as well. But I put the links to the link, the single link, to the song that I'm reacting to in the description of the video. I also put a link in there from Wikipedia if I can find anything that's worthwhile and relevant. And I always put the link to the reaction request form. But now what it will say is requests are closed. I started removing duplicate requests from my list today, and I thought I was making great progress, and I thought, I'm going to really cut back this list some. It wasn't that many, but it was a few. And then I looked at the count. 4,619. You guys went crazy overnight. So I immediately shut down the reaction request list. Form, excuse me. I've got no choice. I've got to get caught up, and the rate you're going, I will not be alive to finish the list, and I plan on living to be 120. So that should tell you something. So I just shut it off. I'll turn it back on sometime later. I don't know when, maybe September. But in the meantime, just enjoy the multitude of requests that I already have. Okay? Crazy. I don't take them from the comments, by the way. So don't try that. So let's get into the music, shall we? This is Amy Studt singing Furniture. And it didn't start. Golly, I wish someone could explain this to me. It says animated video. Amy Studt singing Furniture.
I am only flesh and bones, splintered glass and tattered clothes. My skin, my fragility. My skin, skeletal impracticality. I am only pieces of you, held together with paper glue. My skin, my mark all over me. Paint the outside till it smiles. You can eat off me, rest your head on me, press yourself on top of me. Kick the back until it's quiet. All in all, I'm just furniture. Just another piece taking you one step further from the perfect living room set. All in all, I'm just furniture. In these four walls that hold me, keep me safe under sound, the bear within its grip. My wooden heart, it sings no more. This dress I wear becomes the floor. Skin. A living, breathing thing. My skin. A place you've never been. You can lean on me, have a drink on me, leave your mark all over me. Paint the outside till it smiles. You can eat off me, rest your head on me, press yourself on top of me. Kick the back until it's quiet. All in all, I'm just furniture. Just another piece taking you one step further from the perfect living room set. All in all, I'm just furniture. And these four walls that hold me keep me safe under sound, the bear within its grip. Further from the perfect living room set. All in all, I'm just furniture. And these four walls that hold me keep me safe under sound, the bear within its grip. I'm just furniture. All in all, I'm just furniture from the living room set. All in all, I'm just furniture. All in all, I'm just furniture. Splintered glass and tattered clothes.
Well, that was interesting. The way that she did it was interesting to me. Kind of a reflective mood, and a certain sadness to it, almost a resignation that this is the way it's going to be, which that should never happen to a human being. That's just sad, you know? I don't know how we get to that point, that we think we're just furniture. We're just, in other words, no one ever notices us or thinks anything about us or wants to hear what we have to say. That's really a sad, sad existence. I like the way that she structured the song. It communicated that sadness and that sense of resignation that I think she wanted to communicate. That, you know, all in all, I'm just furniture. Really interesting. I need to hear more of her to know, to really understand her voice well. But this one was very intimate and very sensual, but not in a sexual way. In a how do I describe this? when I say sensual, I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about the senses, the touch, the feel, the taste, the hearing. It involved all of that. You had to listen close. You had to watch the sadness on her face. You had to think about the words. You had to kind of taste the resignation that she was feeling. It was very, very well done. Very interesting way to present a song. I liked it. Before we move on to the next one, I need to pray for you that God will watch over you and that He will shower you with His love and His grace and His mercy and His hope. And that He will do the same for every single person that you love. This is the Vietnam Era Vet, out.